What's up? Just keep it simple. It is Saturday, November the 1st. I just want to give it up to you all for just blowing up the group page with your photos, your comments, your suggestions. I love it. I mean, I see the excitement that you have, and you're making me even more excited. But what that tells me is that you are so serious about this journey to a healthier lifestyle, and I so welcome it. I receive it. So job well done. Keep it up with the good drinking of your simple water and stay consistent. All right? Now, secondly, I want to give thanks to Mr. Haki from the Baltimore, Maryland area again for donating his green tea. Awesome. Thank you again, Mr. Haki. I love you for that. So for all of you who express interest in receiving some and sending me your mailing address, we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. So hold tight and we'll get that out for you. And if you're interested in receiving some, inbox me your mailing address and we'll get that out to you. Now, I want to clarify a few questions that some people had regarding the simple water. Some was catered around brand, a Pacific brand. No, it doesn't have to be a Pacific brand. As long as it says 100% pure green tea, I'm good with that, okay? There's so many brands out there like Bigelow, Lipton has a green tea, Selectual has a green tea. So as long as it says 100% pure green tea, you're good, all right? Lemons, the use of lemons. Some people are acidic. You don't necessarily have to use the lemon as well. So if you just want to use the green tea, that's fine as well. Also, someone questioned about adding honey. For right now, I just want you to keep it just to the lemon juice and or the green tea. But if you're sipping on some hot tea at night or at work, go ahead and drop you some of that raw honey in there, okay? Now, there were some more questions around preparations and time of day to drink it. It doesn't matter. Everybody has a different work schedule, so as long as you get it in on a daily basis, I'm good with that as well. All right? Now, as far as preparation, if you want to prepare a jug of water for the whole week, by all means do that, because that's going to cut back on your schedule or time of doing things, right? So I do it. Here's my big jug here. I made this. I already have some lemons in it, some fresh cut lemons. And basically, I just transfer it to my 1.5 liter bottle here. So, now if you're making a larger container of your water, you may have to double up on the number of bags that you brew. So instead of brewing 3 bags, you may need 6, 7, or 8, depending on the size of the container that you use. And just a note on brewing the tea, 3 minutes max. Once that water starts turning into light brown, green, turn the stove off and just transfer it to your container. All right? So I hope that information was helpful. And again, keep up the good work with your simple water. So today we want to talk about changing the way you eat. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, what I know is when you change from eating bad foods or you have bad eating habits and you turn them into healthier habits, ultimately you will change the way you look at food again. You will. You will see it totally different. Okay? Now I know I hear a lot of people talking about diets. Oh, I need to lose 10 pounds before I go on this cruise or for New Year's, whatever the case may be. Now, to me, diet means temporary. Okay? So basically what that means is you are taking normal food that you eat every day and you replace it with food that you don't normally eat, but when your diet is over, you go back to eating the normal food that you eat. And what I've seen is that some people actually either gain their weight back or they gain even more weight after their diet. Now, this does not mean I'm not knocking diets or people who do diets. I'm just not a big fan of it, okay? And so basically, what I believe is that you have to have some food normacy. And what that means is basically, folks, you can't get away from the hidden sugars. You can't get away from the fatty foods. I mean, people go out to restaurants and eat. You don't know what they're putting in that food in the kitchen. You don't know. It's in everything we eat, okay? But if you had the knowledge about these foods, and if you was disciplined and consistent about it, you'll be able to make the right food choices. So my goal is, basically, I just want to show you how you can take everyday food that you have in your kitchen and turn it into a healthier dish. That's all, okay? It's that simple. So I have something for you. And when you see it, you're going to be like, what? I already have these things in my kitchen, okay? So let's talk a little bit about, there's a word I want you to be very familiar with. The word metabolism. What is metabolism? Let me break it down for you. Metabolism is the body's way of getting the energy it needs from the food that you eat. Metabolism is the body's way of getting the energy it needs from the food that you eat. Simply saying, the calories that you get from the food that you eat. Your body needs it. So let me give you an example, a visual example. Think about when you're hungry. When you're hungry, you're cranky, you got an attitude. I'm just going to go ahead and apologize for what I said when I was hungry. You're just cranky. What happens when you put food in your body? You rev up. You got energy now, so you're ready to go, right? Metabolism. You just put energy into your body from the food, okay? Now, the higher your metabolism, the more energy or calories you burn. The lower your metabolism, the less energy or calories you burn. So let's look at that from a simple perspective. People that sit around for long periods of time, they're not doing anything, they're not active, and they're constantly eating. Like people who sit at desks, they nibble all day long. They're putting all these calories in their body, but they're not doing anything to get it out, to expend it. That's when the hip starts to spread. You get that tire around your midsection. You get fat in your chest area, okay? Those activities, along with starvation dieting, decreases your metabolism. It slows it down, okay? Now, things like eating clean, healthy foods and exercising, being active, increases your metabolism, and that's what you want. So, to sum all that up, fam, basically, your metabolism determines your weight loss, okay? So, let's talk about what I have for you. Now, my key thing is that eating more, but in smaller proportions. Eating more, but in smaller proportion. The average person should be eating about 5 times a day. I know you're saying, what? I can't prepare all that food every day. But let me tell you, and I'll show you how you can do that. Okay? The 3 main meals are breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And in between those 3 main meals, you have what I call afternoon snacks and morning snacks. Okay? So your typical breakfast foods are cereals and oatmeal and eggs and breakfast meats. But let me tell you one thing about breakfast food. That's where you consume most of your sugar content. Think about it. Cereals have a lot of sugar in it, depending on which one you eat. Juice, cream of wheat, okay? You're looking at your juice, apple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice. But if you know that, okay, if I dilute this juice with some water, it's going to take away some of the calories. Because you got to think about it. You got to eat 4 more times in a day. All right? You have to monitor your caloric intake. Okay? Now, when you get into, like, toast, it's a simple sugar. All right? It breaks down into a simple sugar after you eat it. All right? So instead of putting butter on your toast and your muffins and your bagels, why not put some olive oil on it instead? All right? And I'll show you how to do that. Okay? Now, you had breakfast at 7 a.m. You should be hungry again around 9 a.m. It's time to eat again. Mid-morning snack. It can be a fruit. It can be a protein shake. It can be some raw vegetables. It can be the little packs of tuna. It can be peanut butter on low sodium crackers. So many choices, and I'm going to show you that. 2 hours later, it's lunchtime. It's about 11, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to have a protein, a carbohydrate, and a vegetable. Your proteins are chicken, fish, beef, beans, okay, vegetables, anything leafy with it. Your carbohydrates, rice, pastas, potatoes, okay? And I'll show you how to choose the correct ones and how to prepare it healthy, okay? Your third meal is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You hungry again. Same thing as your mid-morning snack. You're just going to have a fruit, some raw vegetables, a protein shake again. All right? We'll mix it up a little bit. And then 7, 8 o'clock in the evening is dinner time. At this point, you're just going to have a protein and a vegetable. No carbohydrates after 3. All right? So there's your typical 5 meals. And what I have for you, I have a meal plan for you. All right? Now, in the group page, directly to the right underneath my picture, directly under my picture to the right, you'll see files. I want you to click on that. And in that, you're going to find this 3-page document. All right? The first page is the meal plan. I just kind of went over that for you. Now, I just want to point something out for you on this meal plan here. For each meal, breakfast, mid-morning snack, your lunch, your mid-afternoon snack, and dinner, the little sections there are just choices. You don't eat all of that. You choose from one of those stash marks, okay? It's just giving you an idea of what to eat, all right? And at the very bottom there, I have some notes, some little tips. No carbs after 3. Drink your water, green tea, black tea, all right? Use extra virgin olive oil, and we'll talk more about that when we're talking about seasonings, okay? Steam your vegetables. If you're hungry late at night, eat a piece of fruit or some raw vegetables, or the best one for me, I like 2 teaspoons of peanut butter. Takes the hunger away, all right? And of course, with your orange, apple juice, and other juices you drink, dilute it with water to kind of take away some of the calories. All right, the second page is healthy food examples. I've given you a list of types of proteins, carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, snacks, and drinks, okay? Third page, healthy food choices from fast food restaurants. My favorite one is Chick-fil-A. Guess what? Chick-fil-A, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, they all have grilled chicken, they have wraps, they have salads, they have fruit cups, they even have oatmeal now. How are you going to order it? Are you going to order 2 packs of creamy dressing for your salad? No. 1 pack and you'll probably use half of it. So those are the things I'm going to teach you. So for right now, check out the files, and I want you to review this. So starting on Monday, I'm going to provide you with some cooking video demonstrations. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then we're going to do one on the mid-morning and mid-afternoon snacks. All right? So, I hope that information was helpful for you. This is just the beginning. All right? We can't do this all in one video. We're going to break it up. So, with that said, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And remember, consistent, healthy eating plus exercise equals your life. So just keep it simple.